Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Wolf65, and I'm back. Yeah, I took a short hiatus off of, well, 1 week I was sick, and then I decided to take a week to evaluate myself. And I guess my channel, since this is still, something rather, I'm still beginning at this, even though I've put out so many videos. What does this mean in general? Well, I'm not giving up on this, not by a long shot. I'm going to do my damnedest, even though I keep saying that, to get at least some recordings. And I'm going to try and set some days to get some video, try and get a video out. So I'm going to try to shoot for a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And for the weekends, I might have something a little extras for you, the fans, and whatnot. So there's that. Anyway, those are some updates, and let's get back to the video here. This is episode 4 of my Let's Test Drive series of Code Bable, I believe. Yes, Code. Anyway, so as you can see, I did some leveling. The way to do that is by going to the medic room and select rest. You can either use the cheapest option you can use. Anyway, let's do a quick run of a dungeon I've already done. So we're going to Ginza, dispatch, and we're going the X subway line. I'm a little bit ahead since the last video, but overall, not much has changed. This is kind of like a training area for the monster hunters here. So, my view of the game. This game right now is, alright. For people that are not familiar with this kind of game, well, not familiar, but are hardcore RPG players, and I would say dungeon crawler aficionados, this game is for you. But for someone who's just starting, or a casual player, this game may not be for you. But if you want to try and give this game a shot, might I suggest renting this game. Why I'm suggested rent, rather, well, if you wanted to get this game, wait for this game to go on sale on Steam or on the Vita. Excuse me. I'm getting a drink of water. So there's that. Grading of the game. Overall, artwork is nice. Like, visuals are nice. Let's see. Okay. Sound is okay. Voice work, I mean, what can I say about a Japanese voice actor or voice actress? I mean, I really can't give my opinion on it. It's one of those hard things to talk about. Because personally, I don't understand anything, even though it's subtitled. I'm pretty sure that the voice actors and voice actresses are doing their best job, and for whatever roles that they've been casted in. You know, a tsundere sounds like the tsundere and whatnot. I guess typecasting. Although that seems a bit judgmental on me. I don't know how these voice actors do with their like other noteworthy roles. I guess I should do some research into that. But anyway, sound quality's good. Music's again decent. I mean, if it's for the game. Sorry. Aside from doing the inputs, I do have like a twitchy finger, so I apologize if I had something outside the game. Yeah, there's that. So, I mean, it's not complicated, although maybe it is, since I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing with my party here, but hey. I'm pretty sure there's some nuances I'm not exactly figuring out here, but hey. So far it looks like I'm just utterly destroying like these things. I just can't wait to get some ranged weapons for like my back row units, and if they can equip that. Or if they have a way of regaining their spell pool. Because they're going with something rather interesting, rather than a normal MP system. They're going with spell slots, which is more akin for, like, Dungeons and Dragons. I really never mentioned this in the other videos, but that's what it seems like. Like, you only have a certain number of spells per dungeon, I would say, until you get recharged back at the school. So there is that. But I really don't seem to be needing the mages. Maybe I should have just... No, they're probably going to be needed later, so... I just have a feeling if I'm going up against an enemy that has high physical stats, I'm going to need, like, a spellcaster. So it's probably in a good call with me that I decide to try and balance my party out. Ooh, what do we have here? Okay. Ooh. That was a nice little haul. Yeah, with, oh, that's the way I came in. Yeah, with games like these, it's all about just getting the loot. So, just a bit of grinding and you'll get your stuff. So, we'll just try and get through this area, and then I'm just going to call this series an end. So, I guess back to, what, future stuff that's going to happen. I'm still continuing the Saga Frontier, Let's Play. Although, after I'm done with Amelia, I might put the game down and switch to a different, game. I'm not quitting the game series, but trying to do all of it back to back might be a bit boring. So I might do another game. I'm trying to figure out what game to do. I'm thinking I have like a couple of games off of Steam. I have that I want to try and play. I have I Am Setsuna, and then I have another game called Code of Princess. Now, this game was originally... Code of Princess was originally on 3DS, but they made a PC port. So, I might actually give that game a shot. Because it's a beat-em-up, and it's different than, like, a JRPG. What's interesting about this game is that it's the spiritual successor to a Sega Saturn title called Guardian Heroes. Now, Guardian Heroes is out for the Sega Saturn, and then they made a Xbox version for the arcade. Unfortunately, I am never going to get an Xbox. Not because I'm budgeting, how shall I put this? PC Master Race here, but I prefer Sony and Nintendo compared to Microsoft. I mean, let's face it, Nintendo's been around for the longest, and Sony, just like when it came out, oh, Jeebus. You know, so there's that. And I guess that's about it. In other news, I'm actually using a actual mic this time. I'm actually using a Yeti mic. A coworker, I do have a day job aside from YouTube. I'm just doing YouTube right now as a hobby and I guess maybe future investment. I don't know. I'm just going to see how the dice rolls with this. But anyway, my coworker I work for a grocery store chain that's down here in but yeah, I work for a grocery store. Anyway, he was he was liquidating some of his assets, and he talked to me and said, "Hey, do you want a Yeti mic and a webcam?" I might. And he bundled both of them for for $100. So I said, "Sure." You know, I struck while the iron's hot, they say. He also has a capture card. So I might be able to do some console Let's Plays and whatnot. So I'm very excited if the capture card does work. Oops, I need to double check. Oh, okay. Just in case. Okay. So yeah, I might actually get a capture card. So, what consoles I actually have? Well, I do have a PS4 right now, as well as a PS3. I put an order in from Amazon for a game, actually. Gundam Breaker 3 Break Edition. So I'm very excited for that game to for that game to come. So it's coming about sometime next week. Yeah, sorry I'm babbling so much on this one. But I guess it's to fill the void while I'm doing this. And you're gonna be asking, okay, what's Gundam Breaker 3? Well, it's a, I guess a newer series of games that Namco Bandai's released. It's similar to the Armored Core games, where you build up your mech with all kinds of parts and make it look fabulous. So yeah. And the only problem is the reason you may not see it at GameStop or Best Buy or any of these. It's they only released it in Asia, in Singapore. I'm guessing there's like a large English-speaking community in Singapore, so they get like a lot of. They're starting to do English subs for the for that part of the world. So well, for Singapore. So, this means we can actually play certain games we normally wouldn't be able to play. I guess because of licensing issues and whatnot. The games in question, or, oh shoot, I got turned around. But yeah, Gundam Breaker 3 is one of these, and there are, like, a bunch of others. The others that are in question are the Super Robot Wars series. Like, we finally actually have an English version for these games. I am so psyched to actually get Super Robot Wars V. I guess it's Voyage or Voyager, as I guess for the V. I would love to actually play through that game. It is for a mega anime fan such as myself. It's like a hodgepodge of like who's who of like the current like anime world. So there's that. I really want to get the game as well. But yeah. So I'm pretty much psyched for that. I'm going to see what I can do to actually get some gameplay or even buy my own capture card. So there's that. If my friend can't get his capture card in working order, I will just have to buy one myself. Anyway, looks like we're near the end of the dungeon. So, alright, let's finish these guys off as quickly as possible here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you cheeky little devils. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Alright, this is one of the shorter dungeons, and I figured I would use this opportunity to talk with you guys and all that kind of stuff. So, let's go to the city map, return to the academy, and I guess I'll end it there. So, thank you very much for my little mini-series of my Let's Test Drive. Again, I apologize greatly for not getting this video out sooner. I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of you have dropped off from watching me. But I promise you this, I will do my best effort to try and do better about this and get videos out. I really wanted to do this, and yeah. So, anyway, I thank you all. This is DiamondWolf65 signing out, and I hope you all have a great day whenever you watch this. Laters!